Hi guys, I just wanted to go ahead and kind of start for just a moment just to see if everyone can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me okay and everything, please. I'm just trying to test everything on my end to make sure there's not any issues. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Um, I'm late for a date. Thank you so much for being here to support us and to support Siren. Um, Guys, this is going to be hard. Um, Mods, hey Crystal. Mods, like Capri was saying and Mo was saying, please be respectful to the host, to the panel guests, any other chatters, no exceptions, zero tolerance. Just be nice. Just be nice to each other. Um, Siren has a story to tell just like everyone else. And okay, I'm late for a date. Hey, message me. I'm late for a date if you don't mind. Hey, Mama 12, message me if you don't mind. I'm late for a date. Because on Facebook, I have a Facebook that's just directly for my page. It's case discussion. I have a page. I have an account, like a regular Facebook page, and I have a group. So if just message me on there so that I'll know who you are. And if you use whatever name you use, I'll just tell me who you are, and I'll never reveal it. I promise you that. Uh, Justice for all. Justice, do you mind if I give you a wrench for just for tonight at least? Do you mind? Because I'm really afraid that we might have some people coming in, and I would really like to have as many experience as possible. Um, just basic, if one time out, no matter who they are, one time out for disrespect. After that, boot them. I don't care. I don't care. All right, guys, I'm going to go in and start the countdown. Oh, thank you, Justice. I appreciate that. If you don't mind, I may leave you on the uh Locomo. I'm gonna go ahead and mod you too. And I understand you're out shopping and everything, but I was gonna go ahead and mod you too just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and go back over into StreamYard and get started. Just remember, everybody, we're here for a purpose, okay? We're not here to trash. We're here for a purpose and to let Siren express how he felt last week, okay? Hey, Doug, how are you? Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. I really do appreciate it. I do. All right, let me go get us started. And then I've got a couple more things I want to say to everybody before we actually get started into the full thing, okay? Let's try that one more time. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I have a couple things that I wanted to say first. Thank you to everyone who has prayed for me. Um, I have I've been really sick, guys. Um, I've been really sick. I couldn't talk. Oh, thank you, Justice. Capri made it for us. Capri did it. She did that. I couldn't talk. I couldn't use my left hand. I was walking with my cane and everything. Again, I don't want to go into too much detail of that. I just want to thank everyone for praying. I saw my eye doctor last Tuesday. She put me my optic nerve was inflamed in my left eye. She put me on some steroids. Steroids kicked in. I'm getting better. So that's the reason I haven't been live. Nothing that anyone's done to me has kept me from going live. It's just some health issues, okay? So yeah, Justice, I was having a really tough time the other day. I really was. All right. Syron, do you want to come on up? Oh, wait a minute. I text you to you, Syron. Wait a minute, but I'll drop it in for you. Just a minute. Just a second. Get it for you, Syron. There we go. Thank you all so much again for being here for Syron. And yes, guys, hit that thumbs up. I know everyone in here is already subscribed, but hit that thumbs up. Let's show support for Syron because this is a big deal for him. This takes a lot of courage to speak out. And I want to say something while I'm waiting on him to come backstage and everything. I didn't ask Syron to do this. I didn't. Contrary to what the other side is saying, I didn't ask Syron to do this. Syron wanted to talk about it. So I said, oh, of course, Syron, you can talk about it here. So just so that everyone knows, that's not the way that it went down. Syron was not shopped around to ask for his story. There we go. Hey, Syron.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You want to
Syron.
come? If you want to come
you.
talk,
Wait a minute.
yeah, you.
Wait a minute, Syron. I can't hear you. Wait, buddy. You're muted or something.
I was like,
wait a minute. Are you there?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Hello.
Syron. Let me try this way. Syron.
Yeah, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Good. Okay. My microphone, I must have a port in it or something. Okay. How are you today, Syron?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah, I mean, you're like, whenever you want to come on, you'd be like, well, how about tonight or tomorrow night?
That's exactly right. Okay, yeah, Syron, I tell you what, let's explain first things first, okay? A lot of comments have been made about why you are available this week so easily when you weren't available last week so easily. So maybe tell us about that. Why is it easier for you tonight versus last week?
Well, apparently, I was given a vacation by surprise. So, yeah. So they were like, we're going to give you Thursday through Wednesday off. So I was like, okay. So apparently some people don't understand that vacations exist. So they were like, well, why is he on during the day? How is he on at work? I'm like, come on now.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, I unplugged my headset and plugged it back in. Is the echo better? I want to make sure of that before we go any further. Thank you, Justinese. I appreciate that. Is the echo better, guys? I just want to make sure. Oh, no, still an echo. Okay. I don't know. Syron, any ideas how I can fix this?
Let me see here.
They say it's on my end. I don't know.
Do you have any earphones?
I have earphones plugged in.
Then
Let
I
me
don't
unplug my
know.
cell phone. I've never
Let
had
me
my cell
turn my
phone plugged
gain
into my
down.
computer. Okay.
Did that fix it?
Okay, let me try it. Let me ask them. Did that fix it, everyone? Okay, everyone. Now they're saying that we sound fine. Okay, good,
Okay.
good deal, good deal. Okay, we're good to go. Okay,
Okay.
Syron, if you don't mind, I have a couple of questions just to kind of get us started. And then if you kind of, if you want to talk more about it, you go as far into it as you want to, okay? I
Okay.
mean, no holds barred. This is your platform tonight. But, okay. The last, was it last Monday? Is that correct? Or last Tuesday? Last Tuesday? So I've kind of lost track of time.
Yeah, let's see. Monday is when most everything went down with the second nervous breakdown, and then actually, God, things are running together. No, Tuesday is when everything went down with the second nervous breakdown, and then Wednesday is when everything really hit the fan.
Okay, wait a minute. There's some couple people in chat that are asking questions, so let us kind of clarify that first. Melanie,
Okay.
I see that you are asking what happened with last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, Syron.
Okay.
What? Okay, no, he just explained. Okay, I got you, Melanie. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. So, Syron, you were at work.
Yes.
And we're not going to say what your job is, but your job is a very intense job. You have to be on your game at all times. People's lives are in your hands, essentially. I mean, say what people's lives are in your hands.
Yes.
And so you have to be top notch at all times. So,
Yes.
did you take a break and kind of make a phone call to say, fix this situation? My two, who I'm considering my best friends, are in an argument. Fix this. Is that essentially what happened?
Well, yes. I have to go back into a little bit of backstory.
Okay, you do your backstory. That's perfectly fine. Do your backstory. Yes.
Okay. Well, first off, I've fought a very public battle with depression for approaching 30 years. I make no secret about it. I've been in treatment for that entire time. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I'm not slacking in my treatment. I have all my appointments lined out for like time immemorial. So anyone saying that I need to go get help, the help is scheduled. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. But I was a regular panelist on Natasha Cooper's drama channel, Reclined with Natasha. I was
Mm-hmm.
also a mod for Save Robbie. And
Yes.
Robbie wanted to make some changes to his channel. And he thought some of my behavior on Natasha's channel reflected poorly on his.
Okay.
So we had a discussion, and he told me about that. And then some stuff happened on Saturday night, last Saturday, Saturday night before last, now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he demodded me. And it was stuff that I actually had nothing actually to do with, but I was on the panel. I got associated with it. We discussed it. I told Natasha about it. She addressed it on panel without mentioning his name on Sunday. He got upset and demodded me, he blocked me on social media. I got really upset because Robbie is my closest friend in this world. I love Robbie. And I had my first nervous breakdown.
Wow.
And things got worked out slowly. By the end of that night, I had recovered past that. By the end of that night, we had basically worked things out. And by the next morning, he had refriended me and restored everything to me. And things were fine. But then we had the agreement because Natasha and Robbie had a falling out, but they had both agreed that it would be fine that I maintain the friendship with the other.
Yes.
Natasha was not happy about it, but she told me that I was an adult and could make my own decisions, but she kept telling me that Robbie was going to hurt me in the end.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Tuesday, while I was at work, she sent me screenshots of a conversation that Robbie had in a chat with someone else who I'd had issues with the intention of trying to convince me to sever my friendship with Robbie. And it triggered a second nervous breakdown. And in the process of that, I called Natasha, and in the heat of it, I tearfully tried to get her to call Robbie and fix her relationship with Robbie.
Yes.
And
okay.
After that, because I had to go back to work, I picked myself up, cleaned myself up, and I went back to work for the next 5 hours. About an hour after I called, Natasha had left me a message telling me that she couldn't fix it. And then about 3 hours after that, at my first opportunity, because I was swamped at work, I left her a message that I was okay and that being swamped actually helped me get past it. And then late that night, Natasha did not go live at all. Robbie did go live, so I went to his stream. And
as any friend would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then he hardly ever has a panel, but he did that night, and I went on his panel. That's why not? if they had both had been live, I would have like split my time. I mean, that's
Exactly.
not a big deal. And so the next day, I went to work. I got out of work. I I opened up my phone, as I always do as I'm leaving work. I see that Natasha's is live, and turn on the live, and it's about me. And she's detailing me and what had happened the night before, or the day before, and about how terrible I was. And I got upset. I was like, I can't believe you're doing this to me. And she's like, Syron, don't even. So I got upset and I turned it off. And I found out, and well, I haven't been back to her stream since. Why would I?
Exactly. Why would you?
That's a friend does not do that. She's made no effort to work it out. She made no effort to talk to me about it. What she did do was put on a piece of performance, which I believe was a complete act for her stream, in which she acted like she was crying and throwing a fit, where she tried to turn the scream against
what
me.
What has she told us 1,000 times, Syron? That drama sells. Didn't interrupt you, but she has said that 1,000 times. Drama sells. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And not only did she have this fit, all that night, she turned the stream against me. When the stream wasn't completely sold, because I saw part of it and the chat wasn't actually convinced, because the chat knows me. And they know that I'm not this duplicitous person. She decided to change tactics, and she railed against me for hours at a time, night after night after night after night after night after night, for hours at a time, for 6 straight nights.
I want to say something real quick, Syron, because there were people really concerned about you. I reached out to you on night 1, did I not? The first night. And I said, Syron, are you okay? The very first night, while she was doing that, I said, Syron, are you okay? You have a friend right here. Talk if you need to. It stays between us. Anyway, I just didn't want everybody to think that you were going through that without anyone to turn to, because I knew that you had issues with depression and things in the past, just from what you've told us on panel. And I reached out to you immediately. I'm like, this is not good for mental health. I reached out to you immediately and said, Syron, are you okay? But anyway, go ahead. I just wanted people to know, people reached out to you. We reached out to you, to make sure you were okay.
Yeah.
People that care.
And I appreciate it.
No, you're more than welcome. I didn't say that for that reason, but yeah, but
I know.
The people that cared about you, we reached out to you.
Yeah, and I've had multiple friends check on me, and I appreciate it. Everybody who's checked on me. This has gone on, and she's finally managed to turn a bunch of people in the chat against me. But lots of the chat also might be being quiet, but they also know what's up. So, and so
exactly.
Yeah, so I am no longer interested in keeping up these fights that Natasha Cooper has been in for all these months that I've known her. I want peace for my own sake. So I did what anyone else would do who wants peace. And I started reaching out to all the people in all the groups who've been fighting with Natasha Cooper in the interest of finding that peace for myself. And it
That's good.
has been interesting.
It has been interesting. I have to say that it has been interesting, and you find a sense of welcoming that you didn't expect to find, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And a lot of people have been welcoming because let me tell you, a lot of people don't want to accept me, but a lot more are fine with accepting me because Natasha Cooper gave me a huge get out of jail free card when she played the recording of the voicemail I left her for her audience of nearly 1,000 people. That is the most heinous thing she could have done.
Yeah. That recording should have stayed private, in my opinion. That's just, if you had left that recording for me, that recording should have stayed private. There are a couple people that sent me some questions that if you don't mind, that I want to ask you. You know, she showed some screenshots from Messenger and from her phone and things like that. Where did she ever, that day that you called her and y'all played phone tag with texting back and forth, did she ever attempt to call your phone?
No. Never.
Okay.
And I'm going to mention that real quick. When Mrs. Portland was leaving her messages or changing her channel name, saying that she wanted to die and all that stuff, she was having a feud with Mrs. Portland. But she made sure that someone watched it, checked in on Mrs. Portland. And I didn't even rate a phone call, and I was one of her closest friends.
Okay, so what would have happened at your job had your cell phone rang and you needed to take just a very quick phone call to tell a close friend, yes, I'm okay? What would have happened? Anything?
If I get a phone call at work, I look at my phone to see who it is. And if I can't answer it at that moment, I put it back in my pocket and I call them back when I get a chance.
But at least you know that person is attempting to reach out to you, correct?
Yeah, and if it's somebody that's like not normally calling, like a family member or a friend, I call them back as soon as I can. I mean, if it's like a telemarketer, they're not going to get a call back or something. But
yeah,
I know if it's a friend or family member, that's an emergency.
Exactly. The people in the chat that are saying they're not taking sides, that's fine. No one's asking anyone to take sides. Syron just wanted to clear up from his side. If you know if you believe like most people do, there's their side, one side, this side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. Syron is wanting to tell his side of the truth. Everyone here, as long as you're respectful, we accept you. That's it. That's just the end game. That's it. And I know that there's going to be a lot of heat from this live. I'm okay with that. Hi, Natasha. I'm okay with that. I really am. A friend asked me to do something. I'm doing it. So, Siren, if it's also on top of this, if you don't mind me to say so, you've had an extra thing, responsibility that you've taken back on full time recently as well, correct? Do you
Hmm.
want to talk about that?
Yeah, my oldest daughter's moved back in my house.
See? So, and on top of dealing with all of this stuff, Siren has taken back on the responsibility of his oldest child. She's moved back in with him. So he's got to be a daddy. He's got to take care of his daughter. She may be a teenager, but she needs her dad. And Sarah, do you mind to repeat to us what the when the accusations were made that everyone thought that you were suicidal? You made you stated some statistics, excuse me, I'm still having some trouble with some words, but about the chances once a child loses one parent and the other parent commits suicide, what the
Yeah.
chances are of that of your children. Would you tell us
Yeah.
about that, please?
If a child loses one parent and the second parent commits suicide, the chances of a child committing suicide before they become an adult are 50%. So I have a duty
So,
to stay alive.
do you hear that, guys? Do you hear that? Everyone's wife, everyone knows that Syron's wife is deceased. We're not going into that. It's none of anyone's business. Syron's wife is deceased. He's never made any, bones about that. He now has the responsibility of his oldest child. Once once Syron's wife died, if Syron committed suicide, there's a 50% chance of his children committing suicide. Does this look like a man that's going to take that chance to you? Okay. Is there anything else that you want to say about what's happened this past week? Because I know you've been drugged. The floor is yours. You say whatever that you want to.
Yeah. After all this happened, I reached out to some people to talk about what happened, and one of them was Glenn. I thought he would be a friend. And at one point, he told me that he was going to leave Natasha's community too. That he had listened to one of Robbie's lives, and that everything Robbie had described on it had happened to him, and that he couldn't be there anymore, and he wanted out. And I offered to introduce him to Robbie's community as any friend would. And he was gung-ho for it.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a comment in the process of that, because we had been kind of flirty during Natasha's panels. He made a weird comment about quote unquote sharing Robbie, and that I thought was weird. So I was a little suspicious, but I didn't think a lot of it. But the next day, when I said something about it to a couple of Robbie's mods, they looked in on Natasha's chat and they let me know that Glenn had gone back in there and was apologizing profusely to Natasha about how he would never leave and how terrible I was and how I was trying to lure him away. And I'd done nothing of the sort. So I sent all of our conversations and text messages to Natasha and told her to ask Glenn if this is trying to lure him away.
Wow.
And she did in front of her entire
night that
audience.
So is that the night that he was basically looked like he was in high school begging the principal not to expel him from school?
That's exactly how it went.
I'm sorry, guys, but that's what it looked like to me. He looked like he was literally begging the high school principal not to suspend him, or that he was late for curfew and his parents were about to ground him. That's the look that he had on his face to me. Wow. Yes, it was pitiful and embarrassing. Have you spoken to Glenn since then, other than the negative comments that he's left on our community post about this?
Nope. He claimed that I was dirty deleting his posts when I had not even read his posts.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you that don't know, Google and or YouTube will delete comments. You can ask Mo. She cannot comment on Hippie Cece's. Sometimes on Hippie Cece's, and sometimes Amanda Zanenda can't comment on Hippie Cece. Sometimes you just can't comment on things. Sometimes you just can't. So and when I tried to tell him that, he said, "Yes, you're right," and he said some very ugly things to me, and yeah, he's disgusting. No wonder he's single.
Yeah,
no wonder he's single.
People think Glenn is this sweet guy, but he has them fooled. And I'm sorry, but I had to make an example out of Glenn just to prove, for one thing, that people do not need to be messing with me, first of all, if nothing else.
Exactly. I want to tell you, I was watching from another stream when that happened, and I was just sitting there like, "Go, Syron, go!" I mean, I was like cheering you on. I'm like, Syron does not let anybody run over him. And yesterday, when you messaged me and you were like, "I need to talk about what I've been going through." And I had other commitments last night, and plus, we needed to schedule it and everything too. And I said, "Well, what about tonight?" And you said, "Yeah, that would be great." So so here we are. But no, Glenn's not this perfect little saint that everyone thinks that he is. And Melanie, I told him that he better be thankful that my husband wasn't face to face with him. Wouldn't be well. Let's see, Syron. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I do want to say something, if you don't mind. It has been reported on the other side that I have my head stuck up Kim and Crafton's rear end, which is the furthest thing from the truth. Total 100% lie. It has been told that I am a mole sending things back to Natasha. 100% lie. Um, and I want to clear up one more thing, if you don't mind, real quick, Siren. Last week on Molly Golightly's channel, one day last week, I'm sorry, guys, I can't remember days real good because, I have been sick. There was a Robin on there. Justice for All will know who I'm talking about. Um, there was a Robin on there that was very emotionally upset. Very emotionally upset. I mean, she was beyond. And I went on panel, even though I was sick, and was trying to calm her down. It got turned around that I was making fun of Natasha's mod, Robin, who just had back surgery. I never made fun of either Robin, but the Robin that is a mod for Natasha, please know I was not making fun of you. There are people that can vouch for that. Yes, there were Delaney. There were people on there acting a fool, and I was trying to calm Robin down. I was scared for her mental health. The Robin that was on Molly's channel. I was genuinely scared for her mental health. And in my sickness, I was trying to calm her down. I was not laughing at anyone at all. So anyway, but it's Syron, I'm sorry. I had those notes made, and I just wanted to make sure that was covered. Is there anything else that you would like to say, Syron? Like I said, the floor is yours. You can say,
Yeah.
this is your night. You can say,
Yeah, I was just going to say that looking back on things now, I am embarrassed by the way I acted a lot of the time. And I have made a lot of apologies, and I have eaten a lot of crow. And a lot of people don't want to trust me because of how I acted. But I'm going to work toward being better, honestly. And yeah, I'm still going to make jokes, but I'm not going to take anything near to the extent that I did. But I don't want to be that way. I mean, and I don't even know anymore what was actually me and what was encouraged by other people, and it was just too much. And when you want peace with somebody, you don't have to say, well, what about what you did to me? That's ridiculous. If you want peace, just apologize and move on. Don't worry about what they did to you. Just apologize and go forward.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly.
Syron, I'm proud of you. Don't worry about what about what you did to me. That's a ridiculous premise.
Mm-hmm.
You may never get your peace if you're so worried about what they did to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I read somewhere.
Are you so worried about your justification, or do you want your peace? I want my peace.
Mm-hmm. I read somewhere once, Syron, and it was in a depression book, because like Syron, I suffer from depression and anxiety. I've never hidden it. I've never denied it. I've never nothing. I suffer from depression and anxiety. I've battled it for years. And I read somewhere in a self-help book that an apology should never be followed with a but. I'm sorry I did that to you, but. The but is where you're trying to justify your actions. If you're truly trying to say, I'm sorry, there shouldn't be a but at the end of it. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry that I said those things. I'm sorry that I made that joke. And I want to tell you something else that Tia Dash told me. Tia Dash told me, no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain yourself at the end of the no. No is a complete sentence. Do you want to do this live with me at 7 p.m.? No. No explanation needed. You don't have to give a long, no, I'm sorry, but my children have ball practice and I've got to cook supper. My husband will be home. It will interrupt our night. No, 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 no. No is a complete sentence. And so just don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say yes. Don't be afraid to say I'm sorry. Like Syron, I've ate a lot of crow. I've hurt a lot of people's feelings. And I have said I'm sorry. And if there's anyone that feels like that they need more from me, that they need more from Syron, reach out to us. If you feel like you need to talk to us one-on-one, reach out to us. We can only grow if we know what we did wrong. I'm sorry, Syron. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm not asking anyone to take my side. I'm just asking to have my side heard out because
Amen.
Natasha's side has been more than heard out over the past 8 days. But I'm asking people to consider this. Natasha's told a very different story over the past week versus the past several months that I've been in panel. And one of them is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Either she was my friend for all those months and all my work singing and all my makeup was great, or she wasn't my friend all those months and all my stuff sucks.
Exactly. And guys, something else that I want you to think about, and Syron and I have not even spoken about this. Mo and I've spoken about it a little bit. It seems like every time that someone splits from her, they get the same things told about them. Oh, I was never their friend. They were never my friend. You know, I, I, I got tired of them. I didn't want them up on panel. I didn't want this. I didn't want that. It's a pattern. It is a complete pattern. It's the same thing.
Yeah, for months it was Syron, get up here. Where's Syron?
Mm-hmm.
I want everyone off panel except for Syron. Syron, I really like this picture. Syron, that was great. Did you see the chat light up for you? Yep. And now that's changed?
Syron, let's talk. If you don't mind, let's talk about something else. One more thing that I had written down that I'd heard you talk about in another chat. For one of the karaoke nights, and I think you won. Were you promised some money if you won that karaoke night? That's bothering people. It's the reason I'm asking you.
No, I wasn't. But I was promised a trophy that I never got.
Okay. You were promised a trophy that you never got. Okay. All right. Some people thought that you were promised money. Some people thought you were promised a trophy. I wanted to clear that up so everyone knows what the deal was.
And I'm not worried about a trophy.
Forever.
I don't need a trophy.
No. Candy Kisses Forever says they've been trying to get in touch with you. Syron, do you have an email or anything that you would like to give out?
Yeah, I think it's on my about page on my
Fine. Mo or Robbie one. Can you find his can you find Syron's link and drop it, and then people can go there to his about
I think it's
section and get his
syronjag@gmail.com.
Okay. People are asking in the comments, Syron, what do you feel about what she said about you today?
Oh, I have notes, but I wasn't going to really go into it, but I can.
I mean, justice for all, you heard that correctly. Syron said he never got his trophy. You heard that correctly. No, you can, Syron, I told you the floor is yours, buddy. You can talk about whatever that you want. One thing that I want to address before Syron says that, she made a comment that Syron is autistic.
Yep, that's one of my notes.
Look at Syron. Look at Syron. Syron is a college graduate. Syron went to school to be a pharmacist. Look at him. Is that a put down to people who are autistic? Or is she trying to, or what? What was the reason for saying that? What was the reason for saying that? And yes, Mo, I can't believe that she didn't try to call him if she was that upset.
And yes, I'll remind everyone that today she said, and I quote, "I don't say anything I can't prove."
See, that's what, yeah. Yep.
Where are those mental test
right
scores?
Did you say that you think that your email is Syron?
syronjag@gmail.com.
Okay.
At gmail.com, yes.
Okay, I'll type it in.
Hey, here's a quote from her email, from her lecture today. To Mrs. Portland, Natasha said, "Why would I waste money on someone who has had thousands of dollars donated to them?"
Wow.
Girl. Really? I'll say it again. Girl.
I'm sorry, guys. Case discussion, please read my just a minute, Teresa. Let me scroll back up. I'm sorry. Let me see it. Guys, please understand that chat. Okay, I wanted to sub so I could say this. This is serious. My brother took his life 1 year ago on the 17th this month, and it was over some crap that's happening to Robbie and Syron. Teresa, Lily, I am so terribly sorry. I did not intentionally not read your comment when you first posted it. Chat went by that fast and I didn't see it. Let me apologize to you about that and also tell you how sorry I am for your loss. I mean, that's terrible. And people need to realize, they say, oh, it's just YouTube. No. It's not just YouTube. You're messing with people's feelings. You're messing with their life. You're messing with their life. You're messing with you're messing with everything about their existence. Don't do something to somebody that could send them to that dark place. Don't. And if you're that concerned about it, pick up the phone and call them. Okay. Go ahead with your notes, Syron. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I can't see chat at all. So I had to close it all to be able to
Yeah.
have a smooth stream. So
Oh, you go right ahead. Yeah, you just go right ahead.
yeah, and she says that, quote unquote, none of the people who leave her own their shit. But I've spent more than a week owning my shit with everyone. And I know you did that too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do
in
you mind me
her.
asking you? I'm
Mhm.
sorry, this one question just came in. Emma Grant wants to know the video that you did telling your story where you talked about your wife passing away and everything. Was that
Mhm.
your idea or hers? People are wanting to know. I know you can't see chat, so that's the reason I'm asking.
It was my idea to do it after she fed me screenshots of what people were saying in one of
Okay.
her chats. So I don't honestly know if she manipulated me to do it or not.
Okay. All right. That's a fair answer. Okay. You go ahead. I just knew you couldn't see chat and I wanted to get that question in for the viewer.
But anyway, in her quote unquote hater panel, where she was supposed to settle things with a bunch of haters, all she did, instead of settling anything, all she did was block people.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Exactly.
fixed there? What is owned up to there?
And guys, the gentleman that she is saying that came on, Pastor Mill, that she is claiming was not a pastor, is indeed a pastor. Pastor Mill is indeed a pastor. Um, I've emailed Pastor Mill. He 100% is a pastor. He received Natasha's name and email by one of his members and was asked to watch her. And I'm going to drop Pastor Mill's comment. Pastor Mill's page so that you can go check it out yourself and verify. He is a real pastor. Okay, go ahead. Yes, and no, he's not dead. He's definitely not dead. He's making videos. In fact, he made one today. I don't think dead people can come from the grave and make a video. Last time I checked. But go ahead, Syron.
Oh, and I hope everyone noticed that she immediately tried to dox him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, exactly.
She claims she doesn't do that.
And yeah. People are asking what your thoughts are on Christy Ann. She was crying last night and it was so weird. Do you think that she was completely odd? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. I just saw the question, thought I would shoot it to you.
I love Christy Ann, but I think she's being manipulated. Let me tell you this. All this business about constantly, no one ever does anything for me. No one ever does for me what I do for them. People have given thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars for her.
Mm-hmm.
People gave thousands of dollars for a birthday fund and they had no idea she was going to put that toward the Christmas fund. They gave her thousands of dollars to spend on herself. Twice.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But yet,
Yep.
people don't do anything for her.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours of my time did I give for her?
Oh, I have a question about that, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I actually received an email, or excuse me, a text message that said there were a group in Facebook that received a message when she was going to go live, and unless you were at work or something, she wanted you to be available to go live with her. Is that true?
When would that have been?
Just like if she was going to go live, she would just go into this group and say, "I'm going live," and you would be expected to go. Whoever was available that would like normally go on panel would be expected to go there, like you, Christiane, Leanne, people like that.
Nope, I was not in any group like that.
Okay, all right. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it just I had a note and I wanted to make sure that it was.
She would sometimes text me and tell me she was going live.
Okay.
And ask if I would come up on panel, but there was no group like that.
Okay. People are asking about the. I know you can't see chat, so that's why I'm asking you the questions. People are asking if you think that the attorney is real.
I think she's talked to an attorney, but I honestly could not tell you if she's paid the retainer fee because I don't see the PayPal. But here's what I can tell you. On GoFundMe, within 30 days of starting the GoFundMe for a legal defense, you have to specify the attorney and you have to divert the funds to that attorney's IOLTA account.
Within 30 days?
Within 30 days.
Okay.
PayPal was selected specifically so that didn't have to happen. And I specifically questioned this, and I was told, in no uncertain terms, that it was done this way for a reason. And then this fund was supposed to be so multiple people could be defended. Then it became just her and me, and now suddenly it's just her.
Wow. Okay. Do you have any more notes written?
I do.
Okay, you go right ahead with your notes then. You just go right ahead with your notes. I'm perfectly fine. Sean Henry defended from what? We don't know. Nothing was ever said about that. Supposedly defended from attacks, from online attacks.
From online harassment.
Harassment, yes. Online harassment, yes. So
Who the
if you've got
target
more notes, you go right ahead.
she's never said.
Mm-mm.
The target has shifted multiple times. Oh, and I think this is the last thing.
Okay.
She's never once claimed that I was on any type of substances before today. She knew that I suffer from insomnia.
Hurt me.
I stayed awake because I was tired, because I worked my ass off. and because I stay up
I
being on panel with her, or did.
I want to say something about that from previously working in healthcare. For those of you that don't know, I am still a nurse. I am right now not working because of medical issues. My license are still fully active. I've done everything that I am required in the state of Tennessee to do to keep my license active. When you work in healthcare and someone accuses you of using drugs, that can end your career or at least put you through lots of having to take unnecessary drug tests, unnecessary everything. I mean, it can put you through a lot of unnecessary things. Okay, wait a minute. Shauna Henry wants to know, when collecting money, was it advertised that the funds would be available for you as well? And I think you answered that a minute ago, but would you mind to clarify that, please? They're wanting to know, was it first stated that the funds for the legal whatever it was for would also be used for you?
It was originally stated that it would be used for whoever would be fighting online harassment and abuse. But then it became just us two, and then it became just her.
Okay. All right. Delaney wants to know, Syron, did you donate to the legal fund? And
I don't.
If
I
you
donated one
that,
time.
Okay.
I donated one time. After that, I determined that I was providing entertainment on panel, and that would be my contribution. So I did not donate any more after that.
Okay. Okay. Was her first problem with Robbie when he showed? Oh, yes. Mo wanted to know that. Was the first problem with was the first sign that there was a problem when Robbie showed up with his receipts for what he did with his PayPal legal fund donations? When Robbie showed receipts, when was transparent and said, "This is where your money, people that donated, where their money went," is that when they first started showing signs that there was an issue, when Robbie was being transparent?
No, Robbie had been distancing himself from Natasha for weeks before that because he was tired of the negativity that she was displaying on panel. But he was very annoyed that she was not advertising his legal fund the way he had advertised hers.
Gotcha. Okay. CP is asking Syron, did you ever know in advance that she was going to sidefish or fake feigning or quote unquote fake feigning allegedly or fake cries allegedly? Have you ever saw anything about that?
I knew nothing about that. The time I did my stream about where I talked about my story, that crying was real. The one that she just did, where she played my recording, I believe that one was fake. I could not tell you about any others because those are the only ones I saw.
Immigrant, I just want to verify with you, Syron. Syron, had you finished your notes? I thought you said that the last note concerned.
I missed one. I have one more.
Yeah. You have one more. Go right ahead then. Go right ahead.
Okay. Everyone talks about scams, but everyone talks about the money, but the real scam that I touched on a little bit before is the emotional manipulation of
Amen.
no one does anything for me. I have no real friends. No one ever gives this. All that. By it never ever being enough. She keeps getting people to give more and more and more. That's where it is.
Yeah. Mhm. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, mods. Please remember that tonight we're giving everybody one opportunity for a timeout, and then after that we block them. Okay. Some of my regular mods are having trouble with some of the ones that we modded for because I know every creator has different guidelines in modding. I appreciate everyone that wants to mod tonight that volunteered. Every one of you I appreciate. But let's be a little careful about timing people out and things like that. Give them a chance, then time them out, then they're gone. Okay. Yeah. I'm late for that. Yeah. I know. No. Justice, no one per se did anything. No. Don't think that. We'll talk more afterwards. Okay, guys, we'll talk more about it afterwards. Um, if you guys don't mind, I do want to tell you just one thing real quick. For those of you that don't know, we have a channel called um, Case Cares. Um, where we do devotions, we talk about life, we talk about depression, we talk about anxiety, different things like that. If you would like to participate in that, because I've been sick, I haven't been able to do it for a couple of weeks. Um, the mods and I talked, and we're going to wait till after the first of the year and get started back on that channel. But if that's something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing to that as well. Case Cares. Okay, Doug had a question. Syron, what did you think when I was attacked about my heart attack?
I was not sure what to think because there's it's tough to say what exactly could trigger because there's no way that one person could cause like a heart attack by herself because that's got a lot to do with genetics and things.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, a stressful event could cause like the clot to break off and do that part, but it couldn't cause the buildup of the cholesterol and stuff.
Exactly. Um, somebody is also asking. Crystal is asking. Did you ever feel guilt, a sense of guilt to donate money?
Not really, because I felt like the Christmas fund was the only thing things I really felt donated to. I donated money to Robbie, and Robbie's my friend. I donated to the Christmas fund, and that's going to families in need. I never felt guilty about that, and I only donated to the legal fund once, and just once. So
Um, Rowdy Rowdy Girl is wanting to know, did you agree or did you ever feel a sense that that Doug was faking his heart attack? They're just wanting to know.
Uh, I didn't know what to think because we never saw any of Doug's labs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But Natasha spent some story about not knowing if it was actually Doug or Doug's son calling in.
Yeah. See, guys, what I want y'all to realize is when you're in there and you're in the moment, you're told a lot of things. You are told a lot of things at one time. Boom, 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 boom. Rowdy Gal, what is there something that we can do different that you don't like? Okay, Shauna wants to know, why did everyone fall for? Okay, I guess I can ask it like this.
Why does everyone
What
fall
do
for it?
you think? What do you think about? Yes, I agree. That's putting Siren in a bad spot about asking about Doug's heart attack. So let's try to not do that because Siren and Doug are trying to mend some issues. Let them work that out themselves. Um, no. Rodiga, please understand. Sometimes Siren is listening from StreamYard. He can't even see chat. I can see chat. So there's a delay. When I ask him something, there's a delay. So please understand that. Some people are kind of asking, what did you think of when she told the story of fainting in the casino?
I don't believe that at all.
Okay. Do you want to expand on that some?
I just don't believe they would haul you off into a little bitty room. I think they'd call the ambulance and take you to the hospital.
Okay. You work for a pharmacy. I'm not going to say what your job is. Or you work for a healthcare facility. I'm sorry I said the word. You work for a healthcare facility. Okay. You work for a business, a store. If someone fainted in your store, regardless of what the issue is, what's the first thing that's going to happen?
We're going to call 911.
Mm-hmm. Now, Crystal, sometimes, Siren, please correct me if I'm wrong. Can't high blood pressure sometimes cause a person to faint?
Mm-hmm.
If they legit faint, can't high blood pressure at times at some points cause someone to faint?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're saying that it only low blood pressure.
If they go out from high blood pressure, they got way bigger problems than the fainting. And there's nothing we can do anything about.
Exactly. Because guys, a heart attack can cause a person to collapse, faint, unresponsive. When you have a heart attack, you can faint when you have a heart attack. I was a cardiac nurse. That's what I did. I took care of patients that had heart attacks. I took care of them before they went to the cath lab. I took care of them when they came out of the cath lab. I took care of them when they had an A line still in place. to keep the vein open, or excuse me, the artery open, I took care of them. And like Syron said, if you pass out from your blood pressure going too high, you got bigger issues, then yeah. But Robbie asked a question. Let me scroll back up, see if I can see Robbie. Syron, Robbie wants to know, Syron, can you address Natasha's comments when she said that Robbie made you choose a side? Good question, Robbie.
Robbie didn't make me choose anything. Robbie specifically said that it was fine for me to keep both friendships on Sunday night. Sunday night before last.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, he said, it's fine for you to be friends with both of us. Multiple times. Let me be clear for the peanut gallery. Robbie said, it is fine to keep both friendships. It is fine to keep both friendships, said Save Robbie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Save
Exactly.
Robbie said it was fine to keep both friendships.
Oh, Delaney, that's neat. You worked in the cath lab? I worked on the floor. I worked on a cardiac step-down floor, and I took care of them after they came back from the cath lab. And yeah, if you pass out because your blood pressure is too high, you've got bigger issues than just needing to take a pill. From what I saw. I will tell you also this, in talking about a store or a business's responsibilities. Last weekend, no, Friday night, in fact, my husband and I went shopping to finish getting some Christmas gifts for our children. I hear a siren going off, and I tell my husband, I hear a siren. You know, of course, I was
Who
sick,
was I going off on?
Who are you going off on? That's funny. But he goes, no, honey. I think that's over on the interstate, on the bypass behind us, one of the main highways. You know, it's okay. You know, because I get worked up easily when I'm sick like that. And he was like, no, it's okay. So. Okay, Katie texts. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. So we get out of the car and we see the fire truck, EMS fire truck, and the ambulance pull up, and they go running inside of the same building, the same business that we're going into. I can't name the business. Won't name the business. My son's sitting in the living room. Not going to name the business. But anyway. A gentleman was in there shopping with his son and his granddaughter, and he passed out. Guess what? EMS was called. That gentleman was placed on the floor, non-rebreather. Medical people will know what that is. Basically, it's a face mask with the bag. You're getting oxygen. It's usually turned up to 10. You're getting oxygen, just as much oxygen as they can give you, without intubation, basically. And he was taken to the hospital. So, but anyway, businesses, and I also saw the manager of the store had paperwork in his hand, filling out an incident report of everything that happened. When it happened, what time it happened, who was with this family member, what time EMS was called, what time they arrived on the scene, what time they got the person on the stretcher to take them out, what time they got them in the ambulance, what time they left with them. They were documenting as much as we would document in a hospital. You know why? He was covering his butt. Hey, Grandy's watching. I'm honored. Thank you, girl. I really am. Thank you, Granny's watching, for being here. But does anyone else have any questions that they would like to ask Syron? I don't think anything is off limits for Syron. Um, yes, exactly. An incident report in case someone wanted to sue later. You're going to cover your rear end. Even when I worked in the hospital, if a visitor fell, we had to do an incident report inside of a medical facility. Let's see if there's anyone. Okay. Sean Henry wants to know what's next for you. Are you going to do anything on your channel?
Yeah, I had the recording equipment. Yeah, those words. I have recording equipment on order to start recording music as we speak. It's supposed to be here at the end of this week.
Yay!
So,
Yay!
I was going to start it
know,
earlier this week, but I was having microphone issues, so I just decided to nip it in the bud. And so, other than that, I'm just kind of hanging out and having fun. Oh, crap. Oh, shoot.
And contrary to popular belief, neither Syron nor myself have went panel hopping to bash anyone. As far as I know, this is the first time Syron's went on a panel to even discuss this. And
yeah,
I know
haven't discussed.
Some have asked previously why you didn't do it on Robbie's channel. Okay, if he had went to Robbie's channel, what would have been the first thing they would have said? See, you picked Robbie's side. Robbie wanted you to pick his side. You picked Robbie's side. So, Syron wanted what he considered a neutral ground. Why didn't Syron do it on his own channel? Some people have said. Syron doesn't have mods for his channel yet. I had to ask people, extra people, 2 of Robbie's mods, or 3 including Robbie, are here to mod for us tonight, just to make things easier. You don't do something like this without having things lined up. So I just wanted to clear that up, why he didn't do it on his own channel and why he didn't do it on Robbie's. Let's see. Okay.
Sorry, my nose is bleeding all of a sudden.
Oh no, are you okay?
Yeah, it just started. I don't know what happened.
Do you need to take a minute?
Okay, I think it stopped.
Okay.
No, I'm okay.
Tia wants me to tell you, please tell Syron, thank you for coming up to tell your story.
Oh, you're welcome.
Get a single comment to post during the entire stream. That's for somebody else. Thank you, Syron. You're brave. Whoop, whoop. We love being here, supporting you and Syron. Thank you. I'm late for a date. I really do appreciate it. And Locomo Life, I really do appreciate you too. I have trouble saying your name. Please accept my apologies. I'm not meaning to disrespect you. I just have trouble saying some words right now. Let's see. Yeah, the dry air. Justice for all. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much, Shauna. Thank you, guys. I want you all to know this is the largest group that I've ever had. This is the largest amount of people that I've ever had in here at one time.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been like entirely pleasant.
It has been. And I want to tell you something, Syron. Mm-hmm. Thank you for talking to me about this.
Yeah.
And talking to me about wanting to do this. Thank you for trusting me to do this. I hope that I did you justice. I really do. I hope that you feel that you've been able to fairly tell your story. Kellyanne, I'm not sure, sweetheart. If you want to, can you copy? Let me see if I can find it. Kellyanne. Just a minute, sweetie. I'm looking again. I don't see it, Kelly. If you want to repost it, I will be looking for it. And we know that Natasha's going to say that I got views by her name. I want it to be known. I didn't tag Natasha in this. Syron tagged her in his post. In my description, Natasha's name is not tagged. So she can't say that. She can't say that I got views off of her. Syron brought me views. Syron did. Syron brought me views. Syron gets
I do want to
credit
say
for this.
that I do want to say to any of my friends that are still in Natasha's community that I apologize if I disappointed any of you by leaving, but I do consider you friends and you know where I am. I'm still online, so you still feel free to message me. I don't really see sides per se. I just see friends. There's no need for sides. That's a concept that doesn't have to exist. That's only being forced upon you. So feel free to message me whenever you want to, and we can talk whenever you want.
Yeah. Without Borders, I would love to scroll back up to 709, but unfortunately, I can't see 709. I don't know if I don't have mine set up right, but if you will gladly type it out again or copy and paste it, I will be happy to read it. I will be happy to ask him your question. Let's see if we've got any more down through here. I honestly feel bad for those left in Natasha because she's going to take out a lot of anger on them and beat them down. I do too, Ginger. I really do feel bad. I really do feel bad for them. Without Borders, ask again. Yes, Without Borders, please ask again. Mermaid, I hope that you will come back and join us even another night. I don't scream on my channel. I don't scream. I don't bash. I don't cuss. I might let one slip out every once in a while, but if I do, I immediately apologize. I don't cuss at anybody. I don't like cussing in my chat. That's one thing that I did learn from Kim Kaufman. When you cuss, it takes the conversation up one notch. Then the next person's cussing, it takes the conversation up another notch. And the next thing you know, everyone is cussing and no one really knows what they're cussing about. Let's see. Let's see if we get the rest of these. Yeah, Mo allows one every now and again. Yeah, I want to hear something kind of repeating it, what I put. Please read Syron. Please read to Syron case. Okay. Megan, I'm going to, Syron. Can I just, Syron, Megan VR wants to say, Syron, can I just say that if anyone stopped talking to you because of this, then they are not your friend. Please don't sell yourself short. Okay. Without Borders says it. Without Borders says it was just said for Syron to be ready for what is coming after this life. To stay grounded, starve the narcissist by not engaging. Number 2, lean on your real friends and keep moving forward. Okay. Rowdy Gal has a question. How did you feel about Natasha's homophobic comments?
Not particularly good. I'm just going to leave it at that. I know she trashed me in her mod chat.
I want to say this, that some of you know Natasha and I also had an issue in September, and I received several texts and things where I was talked about. And I'll just say that Jersey Girl, Syron. Can Syron address why Robbie blocked and took his wrench initially, which caused your first breakdown? Thank you.
Yeah, I can go back over that. I was on panel all the time with Natasha, and I was a mod for Robbie. But Robbie had issues with some of the hateful things that were happening on Natasha's streams, particularly with how Mrs. Portland was being ridiculed. And on the Saturday before last, she got ridiculed again. And I wasn't party to it. It happened while I was on panel. So, all I'd said to her it happened twice. The first time, all I said was that, Mrs. Portland, I hope you have a good Christmas. But the second time it happened, I wasn't even at my computer. I was taking pictures. But he pulled my wrench after that. And I was just like, I hope I can earn it back. Then I told Natasha, and she addressed it the Sunday. And Robbie got upset and blocked me, and that's what triggered. Robbie's my best friend in the world. So, that's what triggered my first nervous breakdown.
Okay. Delilah, have I reconciled with Rose, Crafton, and Kim? No. And I'll be honest, at this point, I have no desire to go there. I was 100% totally doxxed. And
For the okay,
my husband asked them nicely to leave me alone. It didn't in a video, and it didn't help. Okay, Syron, go ahead.
Okay, in case anyone's wondering, for the record, I have made peace with Rose, Crafton, and Kim, all three of them.
Okay. And then someone said down here, S. Hockett, he answered that. Okay, Little Bit wants to know why there was no wellness check on her quote-unquote friend, but there was one on Mrs. Portland. No one will answer this. Okay, Little Bit, you'll have to ask Natasha why she did not call for a wellness check on her friend. I made a wellness check on Mrs. Portland. Mrs. Portland is aware of that. Someone said today that I did a 5150 on Mrs. Portland. That is untrue. I did not. I simply called the sheriff's department in her county and asked them to go by and check on her, because for the second day in a row, she said that she would be dead by the next morning. I was concerned. We had a friend watch his friend commit suicide, shot himself in the head on a Facebook Live. They called 911 when they realized that there was an issue, and he shot himself in the head before 911 before the police and EMS could get there, before help could get there. I didn't want that for Mrs. Portland. People can ring me through the mail all they want to for calling. I would call again. I would. If it means that one person does not commit suicide. Was Mrs. Portland asking for help? Maybe. Maybe she was. And maybe that was the help that she needed that day. Crystal says her favorite quote is, "Maybe this is what I've been praying for." Crystal, I've thought that a lot. You know, sometimes when we pray, We pray. We don't pray for God. And I know she has said that people don't like to go religious. And excuse me if you don't like to go religion. I'm not forcing my religion on you, but I know that sometimes when we pray, we want to tell God how to solve a situation for us instead of praying God's will. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And I think it's better when we just pray God's will. God, you know what's happening in my life. Your will be done. Not God, this is happening and this is what I want you to do to fix it. That's the prayers that I used to pray when I first got sick. God, I've had this stroke. Now I have these mysterious migraines that no one has a cure, no one knows how to cure. God, I want you to fix this. And then I started praying, God, your will be done. Let's see. Um, Someone said, Kellyanne is saying, I'll say something else. I noticed Syron looked distraught in Natasha's chat. I wanted to say something, but Syron doesn't know me. I wanted to say, if you see someone is upset, please check on them. Exactly. Exactly. Please check on them. Reach out to them. Let's see. Um, I scrolled down too fast. Let me go back up just a little bit. I think I scrolled too fast. Granny's watching. Wait just a second. I scrolled down too fast. Granny's watching. I'm so sorry. I came in late and I put Granny's watching says Siren. Do you feel any guilt for the things that you participated in?
Yeah, I feel a lot
and
of
also
guilt.
there should be part. And do you admit your anger was fueled by Natasha, but your reaction is your own? And
Yeah.
Granny's watching. I'm sorry, I didn't see it the first time. I apologize. I scrolled too fast. I think I really do apologize. Please don't think I was ignoring you. Okay.
Okay, I feel a lot of guilt for the things I did while I was on panel. That um, my reactions, of course, are mine because I mean, human beings have free will. Uh, we all, we all act how we act. But I mean, we all are reacting to the things that are presented to us. So, I mean, I've had text messages with screenshots sent to me by Natasha because she knew that I would act to defend her. So I've gone running off to panels to confront people. I would never have done that. I would never have left Kim messages on Lindsay Hensley's YouTube on her YouTube videos because I never would have known they existed.
Exactly. I'm late for a date. Says someone's sexual preferences has zero to do with with the respectability of a person. It has nothing to do with the person and how they treat and how they are with others, and that ticks this person off. You're exactly right. I'm late for a date. Someone's sexual preferences has zero to do with how they treat a person. Zero to do with it. Zero. Well, Hello There wants me to explain what happened in September. In September, there was an issue in Truth Teller's channel, and it involved Kim and Crafton. At this point, Kim and Crafton had kind of separated themselves from Natasha. I was still friends with Kim and Crafton. I was up on Natasha's panel, and someone told me 5 or 6 times to shut up. And they were a new person. And I asked them a couple of times, don't talk to me like that. I'm respectful to you. Don't disrespect me like that. Don't just point blank tell me to shut up. Every time I would try to say something, they would tell me to shut up. So I left the chat. And I was just surfing around, and I saw Kim and Crafton were in Truth Teller's channel. Well, it immediately got back to Natasha. The next thing I knew, she was saying that I was trying to jump ship. I immediately went in there, and I was like, not trying to jump ship. I was just trying to see what was going on with Kim and Crafton. Were they being attacked by Truth Teller? And it was just a downward spiral. And to be honest, I wish I'd have just stayed away from that point on. A few weeks later, one thing led to another. We thought we made amends, and I'd been better off if I had just stayed away. When Delilah says still watch and see sometimes, but when she's not within all the drama, she can be funny. She can be funny, but and you're right, Delilah. I get anxiety with so much of the drama too. Raleigh saying, Syron, don't let this stop you from doing your makeup. They love it when you do your makeup.
Well, thank you. No, I'm still doing it. It's when I get the chance, because sometimes I'm just worn out. That's the
we
thing.
got to remember, he's got a teenage daughter at home now to take care of. You know what I mean? And
yeah, and she's got sticky fingers. She steals my stuff.
But you wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, Robbie says, Natasha says we are all going to all of her enemies, but the facts are we are able to make peace with people without backlash. Bingo, Robbie. Bingo, 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 bingo. See, what people don't realize is Granny's watching for a couple of weeks. We had been emailing each other just about different things. I emailed her first. She emailed me back. And I thought, Granny's not as bad as what I'm being told. You know what I mean? And tell you something else. She never told one email. Still to this day, she has never shown one email that I sent her. Not one email.
Does Natasha think it's that easy? Granny's watching is not giving me any slack. But
Granny's watching is not giving Syron any slack.
But she's honest.
She's
That's
honest.
for damn sure. And I tried to go to Dorothy's chat to let him know that someone was streaming, and Dorothy is not having it. She does not want me in there at all. She let me know in no uncertain terms I was not welcome. So that was if I'm going to make any peace there, that's going to take a lot of work. This is not an easy process. Finding my peace.
It's not an easy process.
But I'm determined.
And as Hippie Cece says, for those who don't know, it usually takes a family member to do a 5150. Just someone calling in and saying X, Y, and Z is happening is not going to get a 5150. It's going to take a family member to do that. Let's see. Granny's watching. I think I read your question. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. The screen is just jumping around a little bit right now. So give me just a second to kind of get back on track.
Yeah, I'm going to need to wrap up here in just a couple minutes. I promised someone would be done by 9. So.
Oh, okay. I think that's what I'm just trying to scan just to make sure that we have answered everyone for the most part. Look at that, Robbie. You're so sweet, guys. I have taken a brutal because I wanted 1,000 subs by the end of the year. That was a goal that I set for myself, and that was a goal that I set for myself, and I've been kicked and knocked and everything else over even mentioning that goal. Let's see. Hey, kids, can you have long? I hope so, Hannah. I hope I have 909 subs not long. I'm so close to Lala. I'm so close. And guys, thank you so much for understanding the need for this to be subscribers only, because I did not want Syron attacked for coming on here and telling his side, his points, and you guys to be able to ask questions. If yes, yes, I have repeatedly said I will not bash Natasha in a chat, and it didn't help. She still went after me, and it's okay. It's only made me stronger. And just so that you guys know, if Syron doesn't do makeup on his channel, he's going to come over here and do makeup on with me sometimes on panel at night too. So he's welcome anytime. Thank you so much to everyone that that came tonight, that's listened. If you have any questions, reach out to Syron. He will talk to you. Um, Reach out to me. If I've hurt you and I haven't made it right, reach out to me. Reach out to us. We can only mend fences that we know that there's a broken fence post. You know what I mean? We can't mend a fence if we don't know that there's a broken fence post. We can't. It's impossible. And you've got to know that there's an issue. Thank you all so much. No, adulting's not that bad. Hey, Tammy, adulting's not that bad. Let's see. Thank you for being here. Yes, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for being respectful. Syron has promised has another commitment at 9 o'clock, so we're gonna end this one for now. If he feels like that he wants to do another one, we will do another one. And thank you, Jake's Facts says, if this has been so refreshing, mature conversations are possible. Yes. Mature conversations are
Shocking,
very,
isn't it?
very possible. It is shocking. It is shocking. You don't have to sit up here and cuss people and threaten to throw them out and everything else. You can have a mature conversation and it goes just fine. It's very shocking. But anyway, thank you guys all so much for being here. I appreciate you, everyone. Remember, Case Cares will start back after the new year for the devotions. That link is also on my main page. It says Case Cares. Just click that link and it'll take you to it. Wait a minute, Case. Did you see where I said that? Yes, I saw that little bit. I saw that. Yes. I saw that. I didn't think anything of it. Wait a minute. Wait just a second. Bree, what's your question? Because I didn't see it. All questions were asked that I saw. Bree, if you want to type your question back out, we'll give you a couple more seconds to get it asked. But Syron's got another commitment in just a little bit. So type it, if you can type it back out really fast. Nothing's off the table. I just need the question. Granny's watching says, Syron, you will be just fine. Hopefully learning a lesson is all. The cult is lost. Is 8 minutes to 9. Yeah. Bree, if you can type the question really, really fast, we can answer it. But Syron has another commitment. We're trying to answer every question possible, but Syron has another commitment. So if you can ask it really, really fast, it's not that we were trying to avoid it. I just didn't see it. My question is, Bree said her question is, if Robbie was your best friend in the world, why would he block you over something so minor and not discuss it with you at first, as his best friend first? And I think he's kind of answered that.
Robbie's Robbie's trying to better himself also, and Natasha's channel had kind of spiraled out of control, and stopping me on his my access, or demodding me. We were still able to talk on like the phone. I just couldn't. I wasn't able to like mod on his Facebook channel or YouTube channel.
Yeah, he answered that earlier. If you need to go ahead and leave, Syron, that's perfectly fine. I'll finish up answering any last minute things. I know you have another commitment.
Off, so.
Yeah,
thanks,
you go right ahead. I know you're more than welcome. And anytime that you want to do this again, you just let me know and we will do it. Thank you for trusting me to do this. I really do appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, see you later. Bye. Hey, I saw Granny's watching, asking if there were any familiar friends and names from that side here tonight. No, Granny's watching, not that I saw. There may be a couple, but honestly, it went so fast. The chat went so fast. It was kind of hard to tell. This is as many. I've never had this many people in chat before. Jen Spratt, thank you so much. I try to always be respectful to everyone in my chat. Everyone. And Syron has been through enough. Syron has been through enough. And it's time to start healing. Are there any last minute questions that I can answer before I sign off? Yeah, Hippie Cece is an NC sub. She wanders around and she doesn't mind telling people she goes where she wants to. Thank you guys. Christy, thank you so much. Yay. Thank you guys so much. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope that you guys will stay subbed. I know you had to be a subscriber to comment. I hope that you guys will stay subbed. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you listening to Syron. As I said before, there are two sides to every story. His side, one side, this side. You know what I mean? And you can't find out the truth until you hear both sides. You can't. And you can ask Mo. Mo and I talk every single day. Every single solitary day. Capri as well. But Mo and I talk just about every single morning. show you how much Mo and I talk. Mo has my husband's cell phone number, okay? In case I get sick and they need to talk, okay? But anyway, Mo and I, when we hear something, we investigate it ourselves. Is it true? Is there evidence this happened? Or is it a rumor? We want to see it in black and white. We want to hear it with our own 2 ears. Be more like that, people. Don't let people tell you it was A, B, or C unless you see D. Don't let it happen. Find out for yourself the truth. That's exactly right. 3 sides to every story. Hers, his, and the truth. Oh, you guys, I've got to go too. Yeah. Mo even asked me for proof. When I tell her that I saw something, she'll go, do you have a screenshot of that? And I think nothing of it. And I say, oh, yeah, I sure do. Here it is. Or, I've got a screen recording of it. Mo asked me, and she's my mod. But, guys, thank you so much for being here. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. Please come back. God bless all of you. If you are interested in the devotion channel, the link to it's just Case Cares. The link is on the main page of Case Discussion. Please feel free to subscribe there as well. And I hope to see you guys around again soon. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.